Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Pachino Stalemate. Today spawning in the north, we've got enemy with Afrika Korps. Locking into Italian combined arms, going for a crud into a Bacillary. Interesting, looks like maybe you can call them in down this side. So it kind of makes the capping water quite good, doesn't it? Opposing him is Luvnest with US forces, and he's gone for armoured. Going for the 4x4. In terms of rankings, enemies in the mid-30s, Luvnest is in the 50s. Comes in here, jams the cap with the 4x4, trying to do some damage. I'm going to try to run around, avoid taking too much damage. The crud's capping up nicely. Too close to benefit from the cover there. This area coming down the hill. Now 4x4 is dropping some models, really starting to take control of the engagement. We're going to back away, do some capping while it repairs. So it's a strong start. What I'm always surprised about is how fast these light vehicles with their self-repairs repair. It's a lot faster than it was in Company Furious 2. Barely have any downtime because of it. Especially if you can cap at the same time. Meanwhile, capping on the other side, so I mean it's not all bad for enemy. He's able to cap up the map freely without having to worry about the 4x4 chasing him down. Only one Bacillary for enemy going into Panzer Grenadiers after that. There's a second P-Green. 4x4 beating him down over here. I'm surprised he stayed in this engagement for so long. A bit of an awkward run by, but they come in to nullify the cover from this side. Something they had done. 4x4 going for a bit of a chase down, actually doing pretty good damage as well. It does have very long burst lengths. Crud trying to make a move onto the fuel, but decides that's not a good idea. Now trying to extract itself. Oh, he's gonna corner himself. The 4x4 is in hot pursuit from Luvnest. Flamer pops, and now the riflemen are getting roasted. Try to extract himself. It's an awkward path home though. Gets stuck on the trees. And it goes down. That was a bit. I think there was an opportunity to drive it back through here. Didn't have to go in for the deep move. Not a good Crouchitz in action there.
Starting requisition of light support elements.
Meanwhile, the rifle squad's capping out on the edge, and without healing, Bacillari's not going to be able to win that fight.
All victory points are under enemy control.
Fire support elements in the build. Probably could do with a different icon to like being the flak feeling, right?
We are losing grasp of a fuel point. We have new units available from our light support company. Territory is now in enemy hands.
But definitely the 4x4 has had a big impact for Luvnest so far. Should we have a look? See if he's hasn't ticked grenades yet. Changing out so as well, eh? Why not? Luvnest pushing out a 4th rifleman. Interesting. Oh, cheeky grenade there. Was that an anti-tank grenade? I mean, I guess it was. I thought the way it was thrown, I thought it might have been a regular grenade, but Probably was an anti-tank raid, so finally knocks out the 4x4. Guess, you know, once you get to around like 4 minutes 30-ish on the timings, they could have grenades on their Panzergreens, something you have to watch out for. Can't really bully the infantry around so much, since they got those, you know, free grenades these days on the Panzergreens. After you tick up. Artillery using their passive sprint. Trying to reposition here, but there's another rifle squad at the moment. Map control looking quite bad for enemy, but flak feeling is about to pop out. Could turn things around for him.
Mechanized center upgrade. They've taken our victory point.
Oh wow. Luvnest went for mechanized
New boys are here.
We're losing a territory point.
instead of
Enemy contact.
infantry. Support center, okay. Well, that's something you don't see too often.
One of our munitions
Curious to
points
see
is
what he
being
does with
utilized.
this.
They pushed us off a sector.
Flak feeling coming up here. Ordinarily you wouldn't want to take this fight, but with the flak coming in,
We're taking fire.
wants to get the cap going as fast as possible. Try to get those munis coming in.
He's dead.
Looks like the flak maybe doesn't have an angle to nullify the cover though, so it's just having to
We're taking fire.
blast through that zone.
What's the up?
We have a surplus of command
How are
points.
those guys healing, by the
Yes,
way?
sir.
Oh, maybe it took the passive
One of
healing.
our sectors is now in enemy hands.
Like they're in combat. Okay, it's a Greyhound for Luvnest. I say it's pretty much essential
Commander,
these
all
days
vehicles will
as
now
you
have
use
less
forces.
strain on our
You can
population
try
up
some
to-
75mm M3 shenanigans, but it's tough. The Greyhound, the big winner this patch with the extra health it gains from the skirts.
Recon package arrived, sir.
And there's, you know, possibilities to just spam them out
A munitions point is being
with
attacked.
this battle group.
Fields of fire. Hold
Getting some
forward.
cost reductions. Luvnest, not usually the kind of player who does that kind of build though.
Reports of
More of
enemy
a
movement near our
well-balanced
victory point.
style,
Rifles
usually.
M8 Greyhound is deploying.
Got healing up now.
Taking them down to 300 points, Commander.
Looks like the Greyhound's heading out to the right side first.
Commander, defend our victory point.
The
We're
green's over
losing
there. The
it.
flak feeling in a very conservative positioning. Doesn't have any backup for it yet. Hasn't managed to call in. The Panzerjägers are at 8 minutes now. Just about there in terms of manpower to be able to go for that.
Has fallen into enemy control. M1918 automatic rifles will be distributed imminently.
Here it comes now. Panzerjäger calling. But, you know, Greyhound can arrive earlier than this. So it was a bit of a risk. Going for Panzerjägers after the healing. You can use the 250 to do healing as well.
Stay low.
Act as a bit of a
Grounding
stopgap.
automatic rifles have arrived.
Bars popping now for Luvnest.
Give him an answer, boy.
He's putting up his mid tent now. I was like, he's just spent a lot of his fuel. So it's on the mid tent. Flak feeling coming in here.
Commander,
Scout
it's done.
flare providing some long range vision.
Leave him. Rifles losing integrity. We've got a bar on the way.
Scout's overstaying its welcome here a
Enemy
bit.
movement near victory point.
I think if the flak just chased to around here, maybe could have got the
The
squad
enemy
right.
is stealing our munitions point.
Think they know we're
Very
here.
conservative stuff there from enemy.
Crowd infantry.
So you're trying to plant a mine there? Might have been. Flak and the 250 making a bit of a move, but didn't seem like the Panzerjägers were able to fire. It looks like he's got the skirts on that Greyhound as well.
The sector's been overrun. It's theirs now.
Jumps out of the 250. Accidentally, I believe they're retreating the Panzerjägers. There is a mine here though.
Forward units report the crews are
Luvnest's
down
not
to
going to take the
200
risk going in
points.
for the chase.
Keep your heads down.
Drives in close on the rifleman. They don't throw out an anti-tank grenade. That's interesting. Auxiliary compromise retreats. Greyhound's missing quite a few shots though. Yeah, not getting the good RNG on the scatter there, Luvnest. And here comes the Caro Amato for enemy. Luvnest is building an anti-tank gun. Can kind of go head to head if you're using this battle group. Chaffies versus Caros. At least in their vanilla form, it's a pretty even matchup. We'll have a look, see if there are any upgrades.
The enemy has the advantage
Or
here.
enemy. He's got the
Victory
vehicle
point under
survival
enemy
package.
control.
Okay.
We have vehicles available in reserve.
Caro's making a move on the Greyhound. The AT gun's coming up for Luvnest. Got a nice cover position there. He's able to hold strong. AT gun opens up on the flak. Gets out of there before a follow-up. Going back in with the Greyhound. Until this point, Luvnest hasn't even built an engineer. He's getting one now. He's got too close.
Point is being
I'll
taken
take a
from us.
snare. Caro's making a move. Misses shot there though. Gets past the AT gun. So it's probably going to end up being a trade. And indeed it is.
An Italian medium tank has been lost.
Hasn't got the... okay, there it is now. Pact of Steel coming online for enemy. So cheaper to get those light vehicles going forwards. They're going to continue on the Caro spam though. That's a big question.
Victory point
You
lost.
can see enemies falling way behind on victory points. Can't happen if you've lost your Krudschützen. This is a dangerous retreat for the scout. Oh, but it doesn't hit the mine. Looks like the flak's not going to risk chasing. Even though it got extremely low. And knocking out a capping tool like that will be so helpful at the moment. Enemies ticked up. Okay, I didn't notice this. Going for a recontractor now. Luvnest is rebuilding the Greyhound, so it looks like maybe he's going to go for a no-tech style.
We do not
And
hold
mine
any
down
victory
there.
points. How could this happen? Artillery observer awaiting orders.
Forcing a few retreats, but this is where, you know, having the crud really helps. You can come in and do a lot of back capping after forcing away the enemy troops. Not an option at the moment for enemy. Could do it with the recontractor, but he's brought in to do the artillery. And wow, incredibly good scatter on that. But the Greyhound's there to defend it. Flak comes in. Enemy's not backing the flak in though, so every time it has to spin its gun, it is delaying its firing a little bit. And where are the Panzerjägers? Okay, they are way on the other side of the map, so can't really fight back against the Greyhound. Can suppress any squads coming up to try and crew this though, denying them the opportunity to jump on the gun.
Lost a squad of Panzer Grenadiers.
Oh boy, Peregrines die over here. Oh, enemy may be feeling a little bit overloaded. Luvnest playing it very safe here. But he would make a move on the flak.
100 points remain.
Try to do a bit more damage. Very hard to do small movements at the moment. Like micro movements. With how fast, you know, the instant acceleration can easily overstep your mark if you're just trying to do like a very small move. Looks like Luvnest may be going to have to concede this AT gun. He's trying to kill it off. Here comes the Caro now.
Territory lost.
Oh, he's hanging along, but he doesn't have enough. And now enemy's going to steal that away. Enemy's way down on victory points though. So Luvnest has plenty of time to build his way back in, but you can see population-wise they are leagues apart right now. Luvnest about to pop out this Chaffee. A little bit surprised he hasn't got the cost reductions of War Machine. Surprised he hasn't selected that. Okay, a couple of mines down from enemy on this flank as well. We've got the Chaffee rolling up. Still, look at this monstrous territory control for Luvnest. It's the mine. This time enemy's going to go in for the white.
We're losing grasp of a victory point.
Oh, he doesn't get it though. Wow. Tractor artillery trying to jam the cap in the middle. Chaffee rolls up. Smoke trying to cover this up. Unfortunately, like, attack grounding into smoke seems to be quite buggy this patch. So it makes it very hard to deal with these Afrika Korps vehicles. Don't know what they've done.
Only 50 points remain. We must hold.
Oh, there's not quite enough to kill. Definitely, that's where that vehicle survival package, the extra 40 health from it, came in clutch. The flak feeling as well. Coming in, even though it could die, like, Luvnest could even maybe jump into this building with the engineer and kill the small arms. Second Chaffee rolling in here for Luvnest, but he's running right into all of the anti-tank of enemy. AT gun and Panzerjägers. Luvnest trying to just go for a victory point when it seems. He's in here, jamming the cap for as long as he can. He's got numbers on this side with the bars. Oh, this could be the end of his rifle squad though. Yeah. Oh, it looks like his Chaffee's going to go down here as well. Yes. Pushed up with the AT gun. It's one of Luvnest's mines over there. 31 points. Got the Basilieri, they've got that passive sprint, they're getting over to that far VP. He's not going to lose too many points here. Chaffee can't really shut him down. Bar dropped, but all these riflemen already double bar equipped. And Luvnest actually rebuilding the rifleman. I'm not sure about that. I think he needs to go for yet another Chaffee. Otherwise he won't be able to contend with the vehicle plate.
We have infantry available in reserve, Commandant.
Okay, he's making some moves. Seek and destroy active. He wants to knock out this flak. Can't shoot through the wall though. Now the Caro is trying to return fire. It's a pretty even matchup between the Caro and the Chaffee. Caro does 80 damage per shot, Chaffee 120, but it's got a faster rate of fire on the Caro. I think in the raw form, the Chaffee does win, but I don't know who wins when it comes with the extra health. Oh boy, Basilieri in some trouble here. This is actually a fresh Basilieri. I didn't notice that. No vet on it. And now it's dead. So enemy just fielding that to do some capping. Honestly, it might have been better for him to go for like the vehicle capture instead of fielding another Basilieri. Then he could maybe use his 250 to cap for any of his other vehicles. 250 at the moment, it's not really up to much. Oh! Yeah, these are not smooth moves from Luvnest. Feels like he's feeling overwhelmed. Did eventually get War Machine. But enemy's now got a real death ball going. Building a machine gun now to try and lock down the victory points. See if enemies got any further upgrades.
Repairs completed. An MG-34 team has arrived.
Oh, okay, hasn't ticked support elements, so couldn't go for any of those upgrades anyway.
Forces can use combined arms to secure territory with ease.
Okay, Luvnest, he's not given up. He knows 22 victory points and versus 426. He's got a lot of room to come back. He's just pumping the chaffies, which I think is the right call. The contractor detects. I think if I was Luvnest, what I might try and do is try and get some more mines down this side of the map with the engineers. Well, it's not much action down here, and try and draw the Karos over there. This enemy doesn't have a sweeper, very susceptible to the mines. It's one of the best counters to Karos. Ooh, doesn't dodge the grenades. Just loses a scout there. Chaffee coming in, but I don't think he should really be trying to fight this until he's got his second Chaffee. Karos can easily 2-on-1 him here. Here comes the second Chaffee. He's building a third one as well. They're pretty cheap to spit out now that he's got that war machine Insta-vet one as well. A lot of impact right off the rip. Three Karos now. Could be the time for him to start ticking up. Going for more of those upgrades, enemy. 82 population now. Okay, he's gone for the capture rates, so he's not buffing up the Basileary. And he's got one squad of them. Wants the capture rate bonuses and sight bonuses instead. And Luvnest, he's just spamming these chaffies. You know, he's taking advantage of having such a small army. Such low population drain. And low drain as well because of the strength and steel. Reduces the population of these light vehicles, and so that reduces their manpower drain. So he was actually asking me about that in the Discord. Because COH3 stats, you know, it lists the manpower drain. But it's not a hard and fast number. Okay, there we go. Tries to plant some mines, but recon vehicle spots them, and then that's what the Karos can do. Chaffee's making a move. Luvnest did detect the mine. He might not have noticed it though. Oh, he's about to run straight in here. Somehow skates around the mine though. Chaffee's popping this speed boost. Oops. Really getting a roll on. And manages to decrew the AT gun with a lucky shot from a Chaffee. Looking pretty good right now for Luvnest. There's a martyr freshly produced by enemy. Doesn't bring his flak feeling in. Just trying to trade down here. And pretty good. P-Green coming in for a snare. He's trying to kill this off. Wants to get rid of the AT gun, but the Panzerjägers are coming up. He gets the kill. And he's gonna get away, it looks like. What was enemy doing? Just completely AFK with this martyr the whole time. That was not very good. Is this bugged or something? Like, what's going on? You brought that in. That could have been a completely... Oh no, here it goes. Completely forgot about it, looks like. So it ends up being a fine trade for Luvnest.
My squad is decimated!
And he can continue to spam. Looks like maybe he's got his eyes on an easy 8 next, though. And the enemy he's going to go for another Caro.
Maschinengewehr crew ready.
Luvnest making a move here. Detected.
We've done what we can.
But no reposition from enemy. So machine gun gets flanked. So the Caro's going to head out that direction. Luvnest's going to try to go for the win here. 22 victory points. Caro's heading out that way fast. The Chaffee's still getting repaired. Is he too far away from the mechanized station for repairs as well? It's hard to tell. Not entirely sure what the repair zone is on that. Luvnest pops the forward on him. Is winning against the P-Greens quite handily here, but the Caro might be the deciding factor. Here comes the Chaffee now. The Marder is spinning around. Not able to assist, but might be here in time. Here it goes. It's the mine, not able to get the snare off. Luvnest wins the fight on the far flank though. Oh, hits the mine in the middle. And that's going to be a clean up situation for the Caro. Sweepers on this. Uncharacteristic for Luvnest, but he did lose his engineers, so might have forgot. Can't go for the cap there. Way too much firepower. Oh! Thought he was home free, but that Caro had other ideas. Luvnest now definitely stalling up for that easy 8. I don't even know if that's the right call though. I don't know. I feel like maybe Chaffee spam might just be superior, honestly. But I guess we'll find out here shortly.
Weapon crew eager to dig in.
The detection of the recon tractor making it easier for enemy to, you know, reposition and defend against this. Rifleman maybe looking for a wide flank. It is partially covered, but Luvnest could probably sneak through there before getting suppressed. The car is heading out. Nope. It's going for this rifle that has designs on the middle. Z8's deployed on the far side here. And prioritize vehicles. Here come the riflemen. Can they squeeze through this gap? Z8 forcing the retreats. 2 Caros again for enemy. He's got the cheaper cost as well with the pact of steel. Good flank there from Luvnest. And with 2 squads there, can't really hang around. Let's retreat, but here comes the Caro train. Luvnest tank detected, coming across this way. Oh! The recon tractor artillery is so powerful. Here comes the Easy 8 now. Marder's a little bit out of position, but the Panzerjägers are getting involved. Ouch. Not good. Flak feeling pops its armor piercing mode. Easy 8 getting low, the Caros are swooping in. The Marder's not really much of a factor. Flak feeling goes down. Oh, I don't know whose mine that was, but the trigger's on Luvnest tank. And he just gets overwhelmed here.
Enemy forces are dwindling.
Trying to go for the cap desperately. Just charging onto the victory points. Panzerjägers coming in now. Oh, but they don't immediately jump into the circle to jam the capture. The Caros are coming in though. Stops the cap. Rifleman could win this one. He's going to drain a few points here. He's got the artillery coming down. think his best bet was to try and stand on the far edge and hope that that was going to be enough. But with that, Luvnest, yeah, throws in the towel there. So yeah, I don't know. I think Luvnest may be making a few build order mistakes. Like, I think going for just Chaffee spam against the Karo spam, pretty much the way to go. Ideally, maybe combining it up with baiting the Karos into some mines, since enemy didn't have a sweeper. Almost worked out, you know, Luvnest did that pretty good trade. Knocking out the AT gun and 3 Karos with the Chaffee push. He was a little bit lucky he didn't have that mine on the way in. Could have been disastrous for him. Also lucky the enemy didn't bring in the Marder to that fight. It could have swung things in enemy's favor and might have won the game on the spot there otherwise. But yeah, you got to respect the Karos. You know, if you see your opponent going for one of them, they're probably going to be going for like 4 of them. So you need to react accordingly. Bolster up your anti-tank. I think, you know, we saw Luvnest rebuilding a rifle squad instead of trying to spam light vehicles or AT guns, which was not the way to go about it. But he had very strong territory control early on. You know, enemy throwing away that Krudschützen really hurt his map control for a huge portion of that game. Just about cost him the match. But you can see Luvnest was definitely upset about that flak feeling, surviving on like almost 0 health, trying to come in on that flank with the Chaffee, try and knock it out, but couldn't do so. The thing is an absolute monster. Anyway, yeah, GG. Enemy takes it. Be prepared for the Karo spam, guys. You gotta watch out for it. It's tough to beat. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.